We can like to think that, oh, Luka is better. Yes, Luka, in our head, we can say Luka is better. He's younger. He averaged more points, rebounds, and assists. Of course he's better than LeBron. But that's not how basketball works. That's what I love about basketball, bro. Because once you see two players on the court with each other, everything reveals itself. Even if you probably think you're better than him and everyone's telling you you're better than him, once you get on the court, and you feel that aura, and you feel how every other player on the court is reacting to that player, you know who the best player is. You know who the best player is. And that's what Luka's going through. Yes, in theory, he's the better player. In theory, Luka is the better player. But once you get on that fucking court, and you see how the other team is reacting to LeBron, and you see how your team is reacting to LeBron, and you see how the refs are reacting to LeBron, and you see how the fucking crowd is reacting to LeBron, you're gonna say, oh, he's better than me. I'm gonna defer to him because everybody knows who's the ball's going to and who's gonna make the decisions. So Luka, you can let the stats people tell you better than LeBron, but you have to go on the court and still prove it to everybody on that court that you're better than LeBron. That's the only way it's gonna happen. The 26-year-old superstar. This is why the Mavericks didn't want to give him the money. I'm sorry. Is Luka a great player? Yes. Is Luka a great player? Yes. But this is why they didn't want to give him the money. We saw Luka when he first got into the league. Luka was dunking on people. Luka was dunking on people. Go back and see young Luka when he first got to the Mavericks. He was skinny. He was dunking two hands every time at the rim. He started getting the money, and the hookah and beer, it just overwhelmed him. Just wait for 10 games under Luka's tenure and we can revisit it. It's just too soon to jump to any conclusion, bro. Listen, we jump to conclusions about any other player. Luka, you're a top 3 player allegedly in the league. We gonna jump to conclusions with you the same way we jump to conclusions with Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and LeBron James for the last 15 years. I don't want to hear it. We jump to conclusions every time other players change teams. When KD and LeBron change teams, what we do? Now it's time to win a title. You got another top 10 player on your team, now it's time to win a title. I don't want to hear this jump to conclusion shit because we do it with all the other superstars. We do it with all the other superstars. So Luka, you're not getting no fucking fair treatment. I don't want to hear it. KD went to the Phoenix Suns right before the playoffs. He had an ankle injury and they still expected KD to fucking come in there and do what he always done. Luka, you don't get no grace. The Euros want to be like the American superstars. We gonna hold you to the same standards that we hold the American superstars to. Luka, if you out there and we see a 77 jersey on your back and you out there healthy enough to play, you better play like fucking Luka Doncic. Facts. I'm tired of this shit, bro. And this is another thing that be pissing me off. When y'all be trying to hold players to different standards. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. The Americans, when they switch teams, they get held to a standard of win a fucking championship. Win the fucking championship. TGK says, did LeBron and Wade figure it out in the first year? In that one offseason move. Luka was traded midway through the season. We have never seen that before. Completely different. KD asked for a trade. It don't matter. TGK, this is where I get so frustrated. We want to call Luka a top 3, top 5 player, but we don't want to hold him to the standards of a top 3, top 5 player. KD got traded to the Phoenix Suns midway through the season. Came in, played 2 games, got hurt with an ankle injury. Did not play any games with the Phoenix Suns until like 6 games before the playoffs. Going into the playoffs, they told KD, go win the fucking championship. Go win the championship. And KD was 35 years old. Luka is a 26-year-old superstar. We don't want to hear nothing, Luka. We don't want to hear none of this bullshit. If you're on the court and you healthy enough to play, you better play like Luka Doncic because we don't want to hear the bullshit. The Euros want to be superstars. Treat them like superstars. That's how I'm looking at it. I don't want to hear none of this shit. Luka, you're out there. You're healthy enough to play, right? Prove that Dallas was wrong. Prove to Dallas that they was wrong and you're not always out of shape and you're not always injured because you're always out of shape. The way Luka's looking right now, Nico was right, bro. The way Luka is looking right now, it looks like Nico was right. KD had a calf strain in the Olympics. Soon as he came back, 5 for 5. 5 from 5. Scored 20 points in his first game back from a calf injury in the Olympics on short rest. You can't call Luka a top 3, top 5 player and not treat him like top 3, top 5 player. The same standards that we hold our yesteryear idols to, we're gonna hold Luka to. Taylor says, what superstar has been traded mid-season and been successful? Honest question. I don't know if there has been. Rasheed Wallace, I don't know if you consider him a superstar, but he got traded and they won a championship midway through the season with the Detroit Pistons. It don't happen, but this has never happened. Luka is not the average superstar. Luka is a 25, 26-year-old mega degler super duper star. The same rules should not apply to him. Him getting traded midway through the season as a 26-year-old is not the same as Kevin Durant getting traded midway through the season as a 34-year-old. It's not the same. So we can't treat it the same. It's not the same. We can't treat it the same. Season ain't over yet. Mavs versus Lakers Tuesday. Luka is gonna cook them. He better. If he don't cook them, it's gonna be hell to pay, Luka. You asked for this life. You asked to be this top player. People was calling you the best player in the league. You asked for it and you gotta show up. We saw what happened when KD went back to OKC. We saw what happened when LeBron went back to Miami. And when LeBron went back to Cleveland. They showed out. So Luka, you better show out. You better show out. Taylor said the Suns were supposed to at least go on a decent playoff run. They did. They lost to Denver just like everybody else lost to Denver. They lost to Denver in 6 games. Nobody else in the league took Denver 6 games. The Lakers got swept by Denver that first year KD got there. The Miami Heat lost 4-1, I think, in the finals. Who else Denver played? They swept somebody else, but nobody else even took Denver 6 games. And they probably maybe would have pushed it to 7 if Chris Paul didn't get hurt. We can't hold Luka to the same standards of trades that we seen in yesteryear because Luka is not the same player who's getting traded. There's never been a superstar in his prime getting traded midway through the season. So we can't treat it the same. We can't. So whatever standard that came before or whatever you've seen before in history, we cannot compare it to that. Luka is a whole different level than everything else. You can't have it both ways because if he was balling out right now, you will be saying this is why he the best player in the league. This is why he top 3. Only Giannis and Jokic is on his level. This is what you would be saying. Luka out there looking like D'Angelo Russell, bro. I get it that LeBron looked it better than Anthony Davis when Anthony Davis was on the team because LeBron handles the ball. It's understandable. The person handling the ball gonna accumulate the most of the stats. But Luka, who's supposed to be LeBron 2.0, looking worse than LeBron James at 40 years old? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Everything needs to be in context, though. He didn't go to LA while healthy. Let's be for real. Listen, this is another thing I don't like, too. We only give context to things and people that we like. If Luka was any other player, he would be getting shit on. If Luka was LeBron James, he would be getting shit on. If Luka was Steph Curry, he would be getting shit on. If Luka was KD, he would be getting shit on. And those guys are 10 years older than him. But because it's Luka, and he's from a different country, and you know, we gotta handle him with kid gloves. He was so shell-shocked, he was disappointed, and they betrayed him. I didn't hear one person say, oh my God, Anthony Davis was backdoor. He was shell-shocked. He was betrayed by the team. They only said it about Luka. Why is that? People only give context and sympathy to people that they like. Luka was thrown out the back door and kicked out the back door. Anthony Davis, ain't nobody say that. So we're gonna treat Luka like the top 3 player in the league that he claims he is, that the fans claim he is. If he isn't healthy, why is he playing? Stop caping for the white man. AD balled out through multiple injuries with the Lakers. Facts. Luka did not look great. He's shooting less than 40% in his time with the Lakers right now. Luka's supposed to be taking over the team, but he's still letting LeBron be the alpha dog. Luka and LeBron's styles clash too much. They never was gonna be able to play with each other. I'm not saying Luka and Westbrook is the same player. I'm saying LeBron and Westbrook is like Luka and LeBron because their styles where they need to handle the ball, they have to have the ball consistently at all times to keep their rhythm. That's the same thing that's happening with Luka and LeBron. They can't both have the ball, so they can't both be in rhythm. The same thing that happened with LeBron and Westbrook is gonna happen with LeBron and Luka. They both can't have the ball, so they both can't be in rhythm. Eric Gonzalez says he hopes it doesn't become a LeBron Westbrook situation. This is Luka Doncic's team and city now. It could be his team and city now. LeBron's still the face of the franchise. Just like when LeBron went to Miami, D-Wade was still the face of the franchise. KD went to Warriors, Steph was still the face of the franchise. Luka goes to the Lakers, LeBron is still the face of the franchise. It don't matter what Luka does, LeBron's gonna be the face of the franchise until LeBron leaves. The facts say that the Lakers are still LeBron team. The way Luka is playing says that the Lakers is still LeBron team. The way everything is covered says that the Lakers is still LeBron team. The way the team is covered in the media and mainstream media says that the Lakers are still LeBron team. Luka is not that big of an alpha dog to cover up LeBron James. So as long as LeBron is on the team, Luka's gonna have to play second fiddle. Don't matter if he's the better player or not. Don't matter if he's healthy or not. LeBron at the end of the game is still gonna be orchestrating everything. No matter what Luka does, LeBron is still gonna be orchestrating everything. And that's just how it's gonna be. We can like to think that, oh, Luka is better. Yes, Luka, in our head, we can say Luka is better. He's younger, he averaged more points, rebounds, and assists. Of course course he's better than LeBron. But that's not how basketball works. That's what I love about basketball, bro. Because once you see two players on the court with each other, everything reveals itself. You start seeing another player who's supposed to be this dominant superstar player start deferring to the other player. Only the player that defers knows in the back of their mind, I'm good, but I'm gonna let him do it. That's why when LeBron went to Miami and D-Wade sat in the back was like, I'm good, but I'm gonna let him do it. That's how you know LeBron is the better player. That's like when KD went to Golden State, Steph Curry was like, I'm good, but I'm gonna let him do it. He's a little bit better than me. Even if you probably think you're better than him and everyone's telling you you're better than him, once you get on the court and you feel that aura and you feel how every other player on the court is reacting to that player, you know who the best player is. You know who the best player is. And that's what Luka's going through. Yes, in theory, he's the better player. In theory, Luka is the better player. But once you get on that fucking court and you see how the other team is reacting to LeBron, and you see how your team is reacting to LeBron, and you see how the refs are reacting to LeBron, and you see how the fucking crowd is reacting to LeBron, you're gonna say, oh, he's better than me. I'm gonna defer to him because everybody knows who's the ball's going to and who's gonna make the decisions. So Luka, you can let the stats people tell you better than LeBron, but you have to go on the court and still prove it to everybody on that court that you're better than LeBron. That's the only way it's gonna happen. And Luka has not proven yet. He's hurt. Allegedly he's hurt, but he's on the court healthy enough to play, so I don't know if he's hurt or not. I hate giving people excuses about them being hurt when they fucking on the court. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. If you on the court and then your name is on the back of your jersey, play how you supposed to play. Because if you hurt, get the fuck off the court. Luka, if you hurt Luka, get the fuck off the court, Luka. Luka, if you hurt, get the fuck off the court. Because we don't want to hear none of that injury shit. This is why Dallas gave up on your ass. Luka, you're the better player, allegedly, so take over the team. LeBron is telling you to take over the team. So we don't want to hear about you not in rhythm, you hurt, you out of shape. Motherfucker, if you out of shape, get off the court, go run some suicides in the back. Go get on the fucking bike. Go get on the fucking mountain bike, the fucking exercise bike. If you hurt and you not in shape, get the fuck out of here. Luka, if you're hurt, get the fuck out of here. We don't want to hear that hurt shit. You on the court, give us what you're supposed to give us. I ain't trying to hear it. I ain't trying to hear it. He better win a championship. If you on the Lakers, you gonna win a championship. If you on the Lakers and you don't win a championship, Luka, it will be the biggest disappointment in superstar history. The way it looks right now, Nico might have been right. Luka looks fat, unhealthy, and he looks slow on the court right now. Hopefully he gets back into shape. He's young enough. He sees LeBron every single day. Hopefully he gets back into a better shape. But right now, Nico Harrison looks right. Even though Anthony Davis is hurt, Nico looks right. Because Max Christie, another player who people just threw to the side, like they didn't like Max Christie is just this bum ass nigga. Max Christie is not this bum ass nigga, bro. He's over there in Dallas right next to Kyrie locking shit up. He locking shit up. Nico Harrison says defense wins championships. And he over there locking shit up right next to Kyrie. The truth says, TGK, the Lakers could get Giannis next year. Then you guys would ask for more help. Hey, truth, you might be right, bro. The Lakers could get any and everybody, and they gonna ask for help. We don't have enough this. We don't have enough that. We don't have, bro, you have two of the top 8 players in the league. LeBron and Luka is two of the top 8 players in the league. We don't want to hear about this need more help shit. Death, taxes, and LeBron needs more help are the 3 most guaranteed things in life. The 3 most guaranteed things in life is death, taxes, and LeBron needs help. LeBron, you're the greatest player of all time, allegedly. So we need you to do what you do. We want to see that LeBron shit. And that's another thing. LeBron is old. Luka is unhealthy. Luka is unhealthy. LeBron is old. He can't be carrying the team still. Bro, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways, bro. Y'all cannot have it both ways. In one hand, you tell me LeBron is still a top 5 player in the league. And then in the other hand, you tell me LeBron is old. He can't be carrying the team. Which one is it? Somebody explain to me which one is it. Huh? Somebody explain me which one is it. Is LeBron too old and he can't carry the team? Or is LeBron is 40 and he's still a top 5 player in the league? Pick one. Because you niggas be pissing me off when I be hearing this shit. Y'all be pissing me off when I hear this shit. Pick one and stick to it. Because if you tell me a top 5 player, I'm going to treat him like a top 5 player. If you tell me he old, I'm gonna treat him like he old. But you can't have it both ways. You can't.